It is certainly a gorgeous day out here at James Audubon State Park in Kentucky, and I am joined by Lisa and Connor, and we are having a great time out here, right guys?
We are, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, this park is known for its bird watching and such like that, and it's a really cool, massive state park, right? I mean, there's the lake that I passed on the way in here, and it really is just a massive, very gorgeous park. For the people that don't know about the history of John James Audubon Park, could you enlighten them?
Well, actually, construction started in 1934. The state wanted to have a state-run park in this area of Kentucky. And then the local community also petitioned to have a memorial built to John James Audubon because he was part of their community from 1810 to 1819. So they kind of combined all of that here and opened in 1938 with the beautiful building that's behind us.
Yeah, for sure. And so this beautiful building behind us has a lot to offer, right? Like there's a museum and such, right?
Yes, actually, it is a museum. It was built to be a museum. It was not a residence, as a lot of folks think. Audubon did not live here.
Okay.
But it does have the world's largest collection of Audubon artifacts, memorabilia, and things in our collection that are unique to see.
Yeah, of course. So Audubon artifacts, right? What does that really mean?
So we've got all kinds of stuff. We're really lucky to have hundreds of personal effects of John James Audubon, as the majority of our collection was actually donated to us by his descendants. But we also have plenty of correspondence, but also prints that are framed and on the walls. We also have a complete set of the birds of America, which today there are only 120 complete sets.
Oh, wow.
And that has 4 volumes. Across those 4 volumes are 435 prints. And so we do have one of those books open at all times, and we turn the page on it each month as well. So that's constantly changing around. But our collection, we have over 2,700 items, and we're able to display a little over 200. So we're trying to constantly change it out so people get a wide variety of Audubon history.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, and so John James Audubon is someone who I was a little unfamiliar with until I got here, right? And you were enlightening me, Connor, on who he actually really is, right? And so we're talking a lot about bird watching, right? So what is the tie with John James Audubon and bird watching?
Yeah, so Audubon, he was an ornithologist, so someone that studied birds. He had no formal training in it, but he was also an incredible artist. And so as he was going around and he was looking at some of these other ornithologists in the 19th century, he saw that a lot of the birds didn't necessarily come across the same way that they actually do in nature, and he thought that they should be. He also thought they should all be drawn true to size. And so it's said that if you measure the eyeball of one of the birds in a print, it'll actually match up with the bird in real life. That's how close they are. And so Audubon was known, like I said, for this work, The Birds of America. And back in the 19th century, it was considered the best ornithological work. It's still considered one of the best today. And I mean, just from the information that later on he would publish about birds, and also just how incredible his work was as an artist, it's just as compelling and good today as what it was back in the 19th century.
Yeah, of course. And so not only can you come to John James Audubon State Park and see, gorgeous birds in the trees everywhere you walk, but you guys also have an observatory, correct?
Yeah, inside the museum building, we have a wildlife observation room where there are bird feeders up around the windows. You can look out and see the different songbirds that would be frequenting our forest here. Plus, other wildlife will come up to the feeders too. Deer and fox or groundhog or, whatever animals are around will come there as well. And as a tie-in to what he was saying, Audubon State Park is also the only Kentucky state park with a live bird of prey program, which ties right in with Audubon's love of birds. So the many public programs and the school students who come on field trips get to learn about birds of prey and see those animals up close. So that's a unique experience as well.
Of course. So for the people that aren't into birds as much, what else is there to do here? Because I'm a big fisher, and I know y'all have a lake. So what else can people do when they come here?
Actually, we have golf course, 9-hole golf course that you can, practice at, of course. You've got a chance to bring in your canoes and kayaks if you want to put in the lake. But we also have a campground, so a lot of folks love to come and camp here. Hiking trails, about 6 miles worth of trails, which go into our nature preserve. So our forest is unique enough, and the rare animals and plants that live here earned that nature preserve designation. So you can experience that, as well as picnicking. We've got cottages too that a lot of guests like to book a stay with us. It's 6 different ones to choose from. 5 of them are the originals built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, the same group that did the other buildings in the park. and they've just been modified and updated through the years, and you can use them for a nice quick little getaway or opportunity to stay and visit local attractions too. So our cottages are really nice.
Certainly. Well, thank you all so much for talking to me today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, if you want to stop by the museum, every Wednesday we have free admission into the museum, and there's also an audio tour included with every purchase of a museum ticket.
Well, there you go. If you guys would like to come on down to James Audubon State Park, you can. And every Wednesday, you can go into the museum for free, just as Connor said. And if you guys would like to learn more information, you can. All you need to do is go on down to parks.ky.gov for more.